Hello everyone. So today we're going to talk about how to create a budget for yourself. A budget sheet is basically an income statement that shows you how much monthly income you're bringing home and what are your expenses, okay? So this is a really helpful tool for you to use so that you can assign responsibility to each and every dollar that goes into your account. Okay, so let's start off with recording our monthly income, and let's say that you earn $5,000 each month. Okay, so now in order to calculate your expenses, you basically want to make sure that your expenses do not exceed 50% of your monthly income. All right, and this is rent, this is mortgage, this is insurance bills, transportation costs. All of that should be less than 50% of your monthly income. So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and add a column here. So we're going to add a column. This will show me that it's 100% of my income, and this will be about 50% of my income, just like that. Now, if I wanted to get a little bit more detailed, what I can do here is, let's say I wanted to change this to rent or mortgage, just like that, something like this, mortgage. If you have a rent or mortgage, you should be paying no more than 28% of your monthly income. So we'll actually change it to about 28%, just like that. All right, and then let's go ahead and convert this to a percentage. Very good. Okay, so now that we have our rent and mortgage, basically, like I mentioned earlier, we want to make sure that our expenses do not exceed 50%, right? So all other expenses will go here, and we're going to go ahead and get 50% minus the 28%. Forgot to put equal sign, but okay. 50% minus 28% gives us a total of 22. All right, so to calculate how much we need to pay for rent and mortgage, we're going to go ahead and just multiply 5,000 times 28%, and that should give me my monthly mortgage. All right, now to simply copy the formula, I'm just going to go ahead and drag this down, and I will get, actually I need to lock this one, so let's go ahead and lock the row, and that should solve the problem. We should get about 1,100. Okay, so that's more like it. All right, so you have a monthly income of $5,000. Your rent, mortgage payment is about $1,400 a month. All other expenses should be about $1,100 per month. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and get total expense row to find out my total expenses. And I'm just going to sum the columns. So I should get sum here. That should give me 50%. And I'm going to simply just drag this there, and I get a total expense of $2,500. All right. So I'm just going to add a couple borders here so it looks nice and neat. Want to make sure I don't get confused with the amounts. And there we have it. That should solve the problem. Okay. All right, so we have our monthly income, we have our expenses, we have our total expenses. So now we want to basically figure out how much do we need to save. So let's write a cell here that says savings. And basically the goal of savings is to reach 20%. Now, if you can't do 20%, you might want to start off with 10% and then slowly work your way up towards 20%. But the goal is that you should save yourself about 20% of your monthly income. All right. So now, in order to do this, we're just going to go ahead and multiply 5,000 times 20%, and that tells us we should be saving about $1,000 per month. Okay, so there we have it. Going to reduce some decimals just like that. Okay, so now that we have our savings, basically whatever is left is the amount of money that we can use to have fun. I mean, if you want to go ahead and take a travel trip, if you want to go out for a dinner date, you should have about 30%. So we're going to go ahead and call this fun money. And this is basically money for you to do whatever you want with it, right? You've already paid your expenses. You've already paid yourself into a savings account or a retirement account. So now we're just going to go ahead and allocate the next 30% towards anything that we want. And this should be 5,000 times 30%. And you have a total amount of $1,500, right? So that's what your budget should look like. Again, just a reminder, you want to make sure your expenses are below 50%. Your ultimate goal is to save about 20%, and then whatever is left, you can go ahead and have some fun. I hope this video was helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions in the comment down below. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like this video. Have a great day. Thanks.